Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. We're going to Wembley. Que sera, sera. Do you know what? What a game of football that was. What an absolutely banging game of football that was. End to end. And United went for it, didn't we? And I think that's been the difference in some of our lacklustre performances, that we just didn't turn up like we did tonight. We turned up and we had attacking intent and aggression. And I think that was the difference. What an ending. What an unbelievable ending. I literally was holding my breath from the minute Paya went down till it went over the bar. I was certain that that dude was going to stick it away. We are going to Wembley though, and it's next Saturday. The ticket office is only open for the next 24 hours. Probably will be only 24 hours by the time this gets up. So it's going to be a bit of a mad rush to get tickets, but hopefully bag some tickets, get to Wembley. I want to take Jayden to Wembley for a meaningful game as well. This is the first time he's going to have gone. We went to the Charity Shield in 2000. Wow, when was it? Well, it would have been 2013, wouldn't it? The start of the Moyes season. Was that when it was? Oh, it feels ages ago. But yeah, that would have been when it was, August 2013. So that's the only time Jayden's been to Wembley. He's 9 years old, so he's not really had many other opportunities, and hopefully he gets to go twice this season. I remember the first time my old man took me to Wembley, and it was for the 1991 League Cup final, and I ended up with a ball, which I then took to school and ended up getting wrecked, like you do. We lost the game, and I missed the following year, but then I was back for the semi in 94 and the final in 94, and then multiple times throughout the 90s I was there on a regular basis, and it's just dried up, hasn't it, massively. In the last 10 years we've not been anywhere near enough to Wembley, and especially the new Wembley, which is a phenomenal stadium. It's unbelievably big. You won't believe how big it is until you go. Like, the leg room that you get if you're used to Old Trafford is such a treat. Well, let's talk about today's game, because today's game was a fantastic game of football. Timothy Fosu-Mensah, oh my God. I mean, I knew he was good, but I think he's better than I thought he is, or was. Thought he was. Yeah, thought he was. He's immense, isn't he? And the more I see him playing in these wide areas and the way he dives in, the more I think he's just going to be suited to playing in the middle, where he's got that protection either side of him to go in and do stuff like that, because I can see him getting beat quite easily on the wing with a very tricky winger. In the middle you're a bit safer, aren't you? People usually use the byline to try and get past you in that sort of manner. But what a phenomenal game, and you can see every time he charges forward that there's this killer intent in what he's about to do. And that goal from Marcus Rashford, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? You tell me how Norman Whiteside's goal in the FA Cup final was better than that. What an unbelievable strike that was, from the angle that he had, from the time that he had, from the players that was closing him down, to pick it right in the top corner when all the pressure is on. And to think I was saying that this kid didn't have the composure. His last two goals have shut me right up, haven't they? Unbelievable finishes. Who else played well? Because there were several other performances in there that I thought played well. David De Gea saved us multiple times at the end. What are we going to do without him when he does eventually go? Because I just don't have the confidence, if we continue to struggle to make the top four like we are doing at the moment, that he's going to stick around, especially when Real Madrid are knocking on the door. You can read into whatever you want with that. I don't think they're going to be suffering from the transfer embargo. I think they'll always find a way around that. And at some point in the future, David De Gea will be going to Spain, and I think it's just as simple as that. We're going to have to get used to it, and it's going to be a nightmare when he goes, because he is, for me, up there as probably about the #1 goalkeeper in the world. He's phenomenal. He's winning games pretty much on his own. Who else played well today? I thought Jesse Lingard had a very good game. He was very direct. He was attacking. Marshall, we saw what he could do, didn't we, when he come down the middle a bit more. I really want to see him up the middle, or I really want to see him and Rashford as played as a two, with two wingers either side of him. That would be good, I think. That's going to really get the best out of him. West Ham came for us. They really came for us at the end. It was just a great game of football, wasn't it? I'm not going to say West Ham was unlucky. I don't think they was. I think we was well worth our goals, as scrappy as the second one was. But whatever, it doesn't really matter, does it? We are going to Wembley, and it's going to happen so fast. It's going to be here like that before we know it. Everton in the semi-final and Watford Palace in the other leg. I was sure before this leg happened with West Ham, this tie happened with West Ham, felt like the winner was coming from this. Everton are awful at the moment, so I think we can turn up at Wembley next Saturday and we can swat Everton aside, and then we've just got to concentrate on beating Watford or Palace in the final to win the FA Cup. And if we can't do that, then really what are we doing? What are we doing? So almost as good as I'm not going to say it's as good as ours, because there's still 2 matches to play. But this is about as easy a chance you've got of winning the cup as it's been for us in years. It really is. If we fail to win it now, then the players, let alone what's going on with the manager, the players need to look themselves in the mirror, because it's just absolutely not good enough to not be winning it from the stage that we're at now, where we find ourselves in such a good position. It's just unacceptable, isn't it? So, positive thoughts. We're going to Wembley and we're going to win the FA Cup. And you know what? Maybe that's going to spark a little bit of confidence into us. We can see what attacking with intent does, and maybe we can even sneak into the top 4. So, a happy housing tonight. We're going to Wembley. All is good in the world. And that'll do. Bang it in the comments. Who was your man of the match? Anything that you want about tonight's game. What a game it was. And I'll see you soon for Daily in the Morning on Facebook. See you later.